Hello everybody, what's up? Captain Turbo here. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. We have a small amount to do today, but there's actually going to be a couple of missions I'm definitely going to do. So the first thing I actually need to do is I need to go speak to Fane.
Commander, you might want to speak
That's something we can do later actually. We don't need to do it right now. I'm doing this with Fane because speaking with Fane will lead it to a mission on the Citadel, I think, and if that's accurate, then I can do I can do like 3 missions, start them all in the same position, which will be Kasumi's loyalty mission, Garrus's loyalty mission, and then Fane's loyalty mission. All 3, I believe, as I just mentioned, take place on the Citadel itself. So there you go with that. So we may as well go and speak to Fane, so we need to do that now. Feel like I've already done this cutscene. If I have, I apologize, but we have to do it again, apparently.
Shepard, I mentioned when we met on Ilium that I was dying. It's called Kepral's syndrome. It's not communicable, but I have less than a year to live.
Are you feeling sick? I could get the doctor.
No. Though I suppose that is a part of it. My mortality has me dwelling on things. I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
How long has it been since you talked?
10 years. He showed me some of his schoolwork and asked if we could dance crazy. We did that when he was younger.
Okay, I know for a fact I've done this recently. It might have been part of the failed recording session I had. If this is the case and I have done this, I apologize, and I will, just to make it up, I will basically scrap this from like the video. So so if it's like, say if this conversation takes 5 minutes, then this part will be 5 minutes longer than it usually is. So it might go to like 20-25 minutes instead. That's just what I'm gonna do, because I feel like I definitely have done this this cutscene already once.
What sort of dance is that?
I checked my extranet contacts. I expect an update on my next target. The console plays music, old, unfashionable. Kolyat jumps into the room. My father runs around in circles. I scoop him up, toss him into the air. He shrieks, laughs, spin me. The console beeps. I put him down. Click the message. Father, he pleads, tugs my sleeve. I need to read this, I say. I don't look at him.
Did something happen to them?
I abandoned them. Oh, not all at once. Nothing dramatic, no sneaking out in the middle of the night, no final argument or slammed door. I just did my job. I hunted and killed across the galaxy. Away on business, my wife would tell people. I was always away on business.
You never mentioned this before. Why now?
When my wife departed from her body, I attended to that issue. I left Kolyat in the care of his aunts and uncles. I have not seen him or talked to him since.
If we're talking about this, he must have contacted you.
No, he didn't. But my condition... I've been judging my life, measuring what I've added and what I've taken away. I used my contacts to trace Kolyat. He has become disconnected. He does what his body wills.
You'll have to explain that one to me.
Disconnected. The body is not our true self, the soul is. Body and soul work as one in a whole person. When the soul is weakened by despair or fear, when the body is ill or injured, the individual is disconnected, no longer whole.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
I'll get us to the Citadel as soon as possible.
Thank you, Shepard. I'll be meditating until you need me.
Alright, so I need to add about 3 minutes roughly to the video, maybe a bit longer than that. So yeah, we now have 3 missions on the Citadel now, and we're going to do all 3 of them today. Just because obviously it's easier than having to keep going back and forward all the time. But we are going to start things off with Kasumi's loyalty mission. I've been saying that for a long time now. It's finally we're going to get around to doing it, so... afterwards we'll do Garrus, and then we'll do Fane's. I don't think I'm going to have any time after that, because the thing I'm going to do after I'm done with these 3 missions is I'm going to do another DLC. I'm going to do the Overlord DLC after that, which will probably be my next session, actually, because I'm not going to do that much.
Commander, you might want to speak
Yeah,
to
I know Tally wants to speak to me. She can wait until after this recording session. And that's Shadow Broker's base. Pretty neat. Have we got enough fuel? Oh, we got a full tank. We'll be fine. There's the mass relay anyway over here. I don't actually think much happens anyway, even if you do run out. I'm not going to risk it though, just in case. You know, my memory's not as good as it used to be. Oh, also working with an audio delay as always, so I apologize if I am slightly off kilter with certain things. Where is... here's the Citadel, so we can help Fane, help Garrus, and help Kasumi. Where is the Overlord thing, actually, just for heads up? Oh, it's... no, that's help Jack, isn't it? Oh, investigate Project Overlord over there. Okay, we'll do that in a much later episode, I'm sure. Alright, let's head off. Alright, Kasumi's this way actually, so we'll go see to her thing now. We got the boltsman. Just gotta find this area she's going to. Okay, Beckenstein. As always, I'll leave this on for a moment just in case anybody wants to read it. I'll give it another couple of seconds, and then obviously if you want to read it, pause it and you can read it yourself. And that's gonna be long enough, so I'm gonna scroll down. And there you go. Hopefully that was something interesting for you. I'm not sure how long this DLC takes. I remember it's roughly about the same, I think, as Zaid's. But again, I might be misremembering that. It's been a very long time. I've done this like twice, I think, I want to say. But the last time I did, I would have done... Because here's the thing, I've pointed this out a few times. Mass Effect, I'll stop talking for the time being, because we'll probably get... Oh, no, we'll be okay for a moment. Mass Effect 1 I usually play all the time, because I want to, like, always start the series again, and then I never get around to doing it. Charge it, actually. Oh, Shockwave is actually what I wanted. And then I always get sidetracked by other stuff, so it's like, oh, I can't do this yet, I'm going to have to do it another time, and all that shit, and then it's like, I'm not going to get around to it. So this is the first time in probably 8 years, I'd say, since I last played this DLC, so it's going to take me a while, I'm not going to lie. Alright, Deadly Shadow Strike increases the damage inflicted on a target, reduces the cooldown if the target is killed by this power. We'll go with the Deadly Shadow Strike then. And we may as well take those while we're at it. Anyway, it's time to go all James Bond on this bitch. And I don't mean Kasumi.
You clean up well, Mr. Solomon Gunn. Hawk won't know what hit him.
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
I take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason.
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. KG must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? KG's gray box holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Hawk. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hawk.
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Solomon Gunn.
And I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extranet is to be believed.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Okay, I gotta locate the vault door. Listen, it's gonna take me a while to remember all this, so bear with me, guys. We don't actually need to talk to him yet, so we'll take a look around here.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Okay, we found the door.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
Alright. Connect power cable.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Okay, I don't know what that's doing, but whatever. Well, that's the Eclipse Guard anyway. We'll go talk to the guy himself, to Donovan, because we need the thingy sample.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we